Hans Wormhat. Somebody requested that I do a transvestigation related video, so here you go. I have no interest in doing celebrities, and I mean, it's been more than a year, probably 2 years, that I've been saying it's everyone, it's people in your family, and so, I mean, that's it. I have a slightly different interpretation of it now. I mean, now I just understand that, okay, it's intersex conditions, I guess. I mean, that's pretty much what I had thought before. In utero transgenderism. Yeah, it's just intersex conditions. Sometimes it's forced, a lot of times it's just natural today. And the Bible talks about eunuchs made in the mother's womb. So there you have it. It's just that today they have all the hormones and it's easier for them to go through life as if there's nothing different. And they have the masses, so they just blend in. You can't see the forest for the trees. For the most part, for the free martins. The strats, kind of a different thing. They can't naturally give birth. They need in vitro. And just by that fact, that's what all the postpartum and they strats love having horror stories, talking about all their miscarriages, which does happen because it's not a natural woman pregnancy, so there's going to be a lot of complications. Sometimes the martins have to do it, or they want to. And yeah, I mean, let's just go through. That's transvestigation. It's just about being able, having the eyes to see, having the glasses from They Live to see people that have intersex conditions. And what's left with transvestigation? It's kind of putting the pieces together and understanding the deeper layers that's going on, not taking things at face value. If somebody openly says that they're transgender, okay, they probably lived as an already inverted, and now they're going back. So here's just an example. 2 years ago, my parents and everyone I knew disowned me for telling them I was a girl. I mean, it was a free martin who decided that they're going to live as a woman. This fall, I had the opportunity to be a runway swimsuit model. Anything is possible. And I picked this because things just get so wacky. A lot of free martins, if you're really, really feminine and you're a free martin and you transition to a woman, you wouldn't be able to be a runway model. If you're a FTM transitioning back to a woman and they let you be a runway model, it's because you look like a strat. There's a movie about it, Victor or Victoria. In that movie, there's an instance where they're like women pretending to be women, or no, women pretending to be men, pretending to be women. It's like it's a woman who looks like a drag queen. Anyways, they have really long arms, but that's because free martins abuse testosterone. They abuse human growth hormone. So not all of them have T-Rex arms. Just a lot of them do. A lot of free martins, they have long arms. Some of them have long necks, but you'll still just see that their proportions are not right. I mean, look how leggy. This person's so leggy. So it really is a female, but they do look trannified because they lived most of their life as a male and they took male hormones. This is something that just clicked recently to me. Times Square ball drop. Notice that it's like squaring the circle is a big idea. Times Square ball drop. So you have a squaring the circle idea, which is, very Masonic, alchemical. And also it dawned on me very recently what this means. It's like the puberty thing for the martins, the ball drop, when your balls drop. And I remember a martin friend of mine talking about this all the time in weird ways. Oh, when your balls drop. Oh, if you live in an African tribe, when your balls drop, they do this ceremony on you and they, etc. It was just a weird topic for people to bring up. And I was just recently reading a Reddit thing, and very disturbing, talking about sexual abuse, which is rampant. This stuff just gets, People are just quiet about it. Nobody talks about it, but almost everybody has been sexually abused because we're just surrounded by these satanic pedos. It's a pedo thing, too. The ball drop. It's like right when they start to go into puberty, and they don't hide it. Children's shows are so full of pedo references, and you open up Disney books and there's sexual innuendo in the images. It's not hidden. The pedos operate in plain sight. And yeah, I think this is just some sort of sexual pedo ceremony. What does it mean when your balls drop? Interesting. It's the most common birth defect of the male genitals when this doesn't happen. It's just all these intersex. So many intersex. Real men are incredibly rare. Interesting enough, I learned about Swyer syndrome from a shill Swyer syndrome person. You know, they'll tell you the truth. Very common. Look at the treatment. So, I mean, this should be the end, your end of transvestigation, learning skulls and bones. You should be able to see intersex conditions all around you. People where they live as a woman, they have a vagina, but you look at their skeleton, that's a dude. Or people where they were born with a penis, they live as a man, but you look at their skeleton, that's a female skeleton. That should be the end of transvestigation. Then they're all in your family, they're all around you. Some of them are in the gang and they throw the gang signs. Some of them are super dumpy and they look like they have no idea what's going on. That's where you live. That's the hierarchy, the pyramid. Look at the treatment for Swyer syndrome. Upon diagnosis of the fact that you're actually a man and not a woman, we give you female stuff. They're open about it. And that causes a lot of issues. It's boys that get put in frilly dresses and huge bows on their hair every day, but that's a boy. And who knows when they tell them the truth. But they go through a lot of satanic stuff in the meantime. But here, I mean, look at this. They don't hide it. If you're actually a man, but you're born with a vagina, what is the medical treatment of that? You live as a female. Glenn or Glenda, why is cross-dressing such a huge thing? So many alleged men out there that love putting on women's clothing. All of this makes sense when you see what's going on. Why are there so many people transitioning today? It's because this is a truth. Why are we surrounded by this in the media? It's just a truth that people have been living with, and it hasn't been hidden. It's just that real people are asleep. It's the magic, but the spell's, it's broken. They weren't hiding it. Laughter as a coping mechanism. The Victoria's Secret angels, fallen angels, of course. Victoria's Secret is that you can't get it pregnant. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. Secret deodorant. What's your secret? Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. Miley Kunis is a gay man trapped in a woman's body. There's some truth to every joke, right? The Friends episode. The Intersex Society of North America. They don't like the Friends episode anymore, where there's a rumor about Rachel being intersex. Here's the truth. There's 4 kinds of people. This is the most rare in the top left, real men. Notice how they have a long neck and they don't have to wear a V-neck. Somebody noticed this? Thanks for the comment. Somebody noticed. They were like, I love how your Free Martin has a V-neck. Yeah, because they wear V-necks because they don't have necks. If I've tried to wear a V-neck before and it looks crazy. It looks crazy because my neck is already so long. If I wear a V-neck, it looks stupid. But if you have no neck, a V-neck looks better on you because it makes it look like you have a neck. It makes you look like a man. And yeah, so here's the truth. There's 4 kinds of people out there. The ones on the bottom row, a lot of them think of themselves as magical people. They're Arrested Development, Harry Potter, Secret Club players, and they're really lame, and you should just ignore them and get them out of your life. And Jesus Christ is the truth. God bless everybody.